That's it. So now these are the basic operations which we will perform from the you take anything, so that will falls into this four. So that's where it was called as a crude operations. So now in this particular crude operations, so you perform all the activities. So now the testing will be carried out around these particular crude operations. And this would be one of the most frequently asked question in your or when if you say something that, hey, I know something, some testings around SQL. SQL means SQL. So SQL, the people will ask, hey, tell me what is a basic crude operations. So this is how we'll be doing it. And for this one, how you fetch or how you insert the data, we use query language. So that is what SQL. And in this one, in means there are many DBs are there. So SQL, MongoDB, or Oracle. So we have different DBs are there. But so at least from if it is any DB, you take any DB. If you wanted to test that DB, so these are the basic operations which you need to test it. And always you remember whatever the pointers which I talk, so always I'll be talking from the testing point of view only, not from the development point of view or not from the DB perspective. If you wanted to know about the DB, so then that would be a huge concept. Hey, how to create the tables, how to insert the data, how to read the data, how to update the data, how to delete the data, and how to merge the data, how to union the data, how to. So this would be having lots and lots of topic. And but one thing is for sure, this would be very much easier for you people. So if you wanted to learn that one, especially on um, the SQL, so you can see here the W3 schools. So you can see that, hey, select, where, not, order, delete, update. You can see it right here, all these things. And it's hardly if
Excuse
you
me,
spend, yes.
I have one question. In backend also we'll be having that SQL and all, sir. Is it a part of a database backend?
This is all backend only. This is all
Okay.
backend only, right? See, you need to
Interlink.
understand one point. You need to
Interlinked.
understand. See now, we discussed, that is the reason we discussed about different type of applications. Now this is front end UI layer, and we have business logic layer, and
Yes, sir.
then DB layer. Now you see here, all my data I stored into the DB. But if you
Yes, sir.
wanted to fetch the data from the DB, via business logic I'm fetching the data. See
Okay.
now UI asked the question, with this particular business logic, it taken the data and it presented the
Front.
data to the front end. So now these are the three different layers. So that is what you need to understand. Three different layers. So
Okay.
now these two things we will not see.
Ha,
See,
yes,
this
sir.
like a,
Backend.
yeah, this is like a movie. Now, for an example, now take a movie triple R. So now here we are seeing all the actor, actress, villains, and everyone in the front end. But
Okay.
there would be directors, producers, everyone would be in the back end. We can't see them. The
Ha,
output of that one only we will see it,
yes, sir.
and we will validate from the output only. See, now this is what called as black box. See,
Ah,
we
yes.
will not understand how the business logic they have been implemented, but we wanted to validate whether, see, when I open my profile, when I'm getting, when I open my profile, it should get my profile data, not
Ha,
someone else data. So
yes, sir.
everything we will be doing it from the front end. So this is a combination. This is a combo. This is a package. We
Okay.
can't see these all things in the back end, but we can see this one only from the front end point of view.
Front end.
That's it.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Any other questions? Any other questions?
No, sir.
Okay. So this is not on this one. So from completely from the
Sir,
ETL or
sir, one
DB
minute.
or the, yeah. Go ahead.
Hello. Sir, will be performing the CRUD operations
Sorry.
when we are testing? Do we be performing like are we be performing the CRUD operations on the bucket?
See, Ashwin, you need to understand one point. For an example, I wanted to update. See now, for an example, we are saying that update is working fine or not. Okay, what you will do? I given you the example, right? I go to the front end, and from the front end,
Yeah, we actually go. I'll change.
update and then see it. If I deactivated, I'll deactivate it and I'll go to the front end and then validate it. And I wanted to fetch the data, I'll just open my profile. The profile should display. I wanted to create some record. I'll sign up someone with a new email ID. It should open this one. Everything you can validate from the front end. See, if you are validating this one from the front end, we are pure black box testers. For a black box testing, you can do it in this way. But boss, I wanted to do it in the DB level itself. So now I can either validate from here or directly I can validate from here also. Now what I wanted to do, now what I need to learn the SQL server or I need to need the SQL. So what I'll try to do, I'll directly connect it to the DB.
Yeah.
I'll connect it to the DB and I'll start inserting from here itself. Not from the front end I'll be inserting. I can directly insert, I can update, and I can delete or deactivate, or I can fetch from the DB. So these people are called as DB testers or the ETL testers. See now from the layer, if you see here, you're not testing it this one from the UI layer. Directly on the DB, you're trying to do it. See now when you are trying to do it from here, so these people are called DB testers. And here also we are not validating the logic. See, it is exactly 4 statements, man. Select, insert, delete, update. So now 4 statements. If you see here, if you see update statement. So how to update? Update what table name you wanted to update, what column name value you wanted to update. That's it. And you wanted to fetch the data. Select this column, get this particular data. So now if you see here, you can go and see here. This is the table, right? Customer ID, customer names, all these informations would be there, right? Now, if I wanted to select the customer name and city from the customer table. So now if you see here, this is the customer table. In the customer table, I have the IDs, name, contact name, address, city, pin code, country. This is the query. Select country name, sorry, customer name, city. If I wanted to know the address, then customer name, city, comma, address. That's it, right? If I want the contact name, customer name, contact name, just a comma.
Select customer name, city, contact name.
So now here, from which table I wanted to get it? From customer table, I need to get it. From table. See, select this one. That's it. Now you wanted to try out, just click on this one. Now, if you execute that query, you see customer name, city. That's it. If you wanted the address, what I said, comma, address. See, very simple. But see now how they written the logic and all those things, it doesn't really matter for us. Just we give this query, you get the data. This is what SQL. So just it's a select from, we will know that, hey, from this table, select these values. Is it hard? Very simple, but only the thing is you should know how to read and how to learn. That's it. Now you wanted distinct. What do you meant by distinct? Unique one. Yes, unique sir. One. So now if
unique one.
So if some people are from the same name, so then they'll be bringing the unique one. And all these things are, I'm telling you, right, hardly 2 hours if you spend, you will understand everything. It matters only on the time. Okay. And the DB testers and ETL testers are even very rare, and then it is also very highly paid jobs. However, coming back here, so this is how the testing can be performed on these particular CRUD operations from the DB layer. So hope I'm clear from the DB ETL or ELT. So these layers we have been discussed in clear. Any questions before going to some next one?
Sir, do we have performance testing on DB as well?
Definitely right. Definitely right.
Yeah,
see how we can have the performance testing on the DBs means you have 1 lakh customers in the DB. When I have requested for you, okay, when I have requested for you, out of 1 lakh people, it need to search yours and then it need to give it back. Is it not your performance? See, see now, for an example, you are in a room, Gypsy. So now when you are in a room, I ask you to search for 1 key. There are 100 keys. There are 5 keys. I ask you to bring 1 key. You will go within a second, you can identify. if there are 100 keys, same, almost all similar, but there is small differences in the number on the key. So
Yeah,
now
definitely.
how it will take,
Because
if it there 1,000, how it would be. So now this is how the performance would be done. And all these things you are saying it right. So now when you search for something, so now we have been search for something here. So you are getting this particular fraction of times, right?
yeah,
Here usually you are getting the times right. So here you are seeing with a 0.5 second you are doing it.
yeah,
Those things are searching from the PB itself. Now you're seeing it right. So now you're searching it for 0.37 seconds. Now out of these particular records, so out of these all records, you're searching this particular records within the 0.37 seconds. Now this would be
yeah.
always the target for those people. So they will, I told you right before also, it take 4 minutes in 96 in 1996 in Google when it was started, I think. So I don't remember the exact year when they started first. Now from 4 minutes they came to 0. Below 1 second, and even below half of the second they have been brought for us. So always this would be fine tuning, because all these records, now you tell me, for example, now you're searching all these records, right? So now the robot framework or whatever you are searching, so now you will search anything, anything in the Google. So where all these things will be there,
Database
somewhere,
server.
in
Yeah,
somewhere else in the database servers, they have been stored all these things. Some acres and thousands of land, acres of land, they have been stored all these particular DB servers, and they have been stored the data. And now from here, if we have been started searching for it, so now it connected to this server and then it will get back. I told you the same example, right? If you wanted to search for some photo or retrieve the photo and then you wanted to see it back, means that that photo should be there in your mobile phone. The same way, if you wanted to search regarding any particular data, that all data should store into your server. So that is
yeah.
how this particular data, all the data are stored into the server, and from that server it retrieves the data and then it will give it back to you. Okay, so
And
yeah, so
we
all
use,
data would be into this particular databases itself. Yeah,
yeah, the tools we use also similar like the uh, business other one, right?
no. So I told you
We
right.
use, yeah,
For an example, um, for wooden work, we use different tools. For iron work,
yeah,
we do different tools. For
yeah,
building a wall, so that tools will be different. Same way, for performance testing we have different tools, security testing we do different tools, ETL testing we have different tools, API different tools, UI different tools, and mobile different tools. Mobile we have Appium, Calibash, Robotium, RX. RX means Renorex, means I have short forms. So RX means Renorex. So these are the tools which it can be useful for the mobile. For UI, you do have Selenium, and we do have WDIO, Cypress, Playwright, and UFT. Like these are other tools which it can be used for this. And for API, rest assured, HTTP client, and OK client, and Karata DSNL. So these are the tools which will be there.
Postman.
For uh, for Postman also. Postman is for the manual testing and then slightly for the unit testing also. And ETL, we do have Informatica, and we have, it starts with T. What is that? Not Tosca. Some tools are there. So that particular tools means the Informatica, and then these tools are there. I don't remember the exact tools. So those tools will be there. And for the performance testing, K6, NeoRunner, LoadRunner, Gatling, JMeter, and Ninja Runner. So all these things are for performance testings. But for security testing, this is an ocean. There are hell number of tools are there. Okay, so there would be some thousands and thousands of tools are there for security testing. So it is very hard to remember, but the most prominent tools are Burp Suite, and Acunetics, Veracode. These are the popular tools out of this one, but it have a different things would be there. Cool. So this is how for everything you'll have a different set of tools. And if it is for desktop, we will be having desktop. We have Vinium, Sequely, Auto8, and Winamp. So these are different tools which we wanted to. If we wanted to automate this one, you'll have different tools. So every layer will have different set of tools to do the automation. Some tools may support UI API. Some tools may support UI mobile API. Means like a Catalan or a test project or Tosca Tricentis. So these tools are there, so which it can support these three or these two, but not all. Definitely not one tool can't suffice to support for all, because it's a huge, because it's a different layers. It is very hard for the one tool to do this all. Every tool will have its own prominence. Every tool will have their own objectives. So that according to that, you need to use the respective tools to do it. Okay, clear? Any questions? Awesome. Then if no questions, then I'll go for security testing. Any pointers? Cool. Why we now then let's jump into the security test.
One.
Tell me.
Yes, sir. So for any particular application, all these layers have to be tested, right? So if when application is made for a client, and you also said that the more higher we go, the opportunities will, like, it is very highly sophisticated, and like pay will be more, and that is also the opportunity is also less where when we are going higher. So how a company will go through all these layers of testing when an application is made, or do they conduct all those testers, all the layers of the tests for every particular application they are launching, or it depends? Simply depends on the client's needs. Like if I have API layer and UI layer, that's fine for me. So they won't go for the other layers.
Okay, it's a good question, Ashwin, but I'll try to answer it as best as possible. When I was learning the bike, okay, or cycle or anything, so my father or my friends came and said, "Hey, wear helmet and wear the safeguards, means knee guards, elbow guards, so that it would be safer to travel on this." So why they will say that? If you fallen, so that it would be safer for you to do it. I said, no, I don't listen. It's okay.
Yeah.
I'll try. And then I'll fallen. Then I had badly hit with my knees and then my elbows and all. Then I realized, hey, I should have been taken it with the over curiosity or over things I have been missed it. See now, it from the testing point of view, if you wanted to release any particular application into the market, as a tester, it's a responsibility to do this all layers of testing. But the companies will not have that much of patience and time, because right, humans, you do anything within minutes.
Yeah.
You should wanted to see the results, or we wanted to go to the market as quickly as possible. Everyone will have their own reasons they will be having it. So at least what they will try to do is, boss, you take care of this, just functional and APIs. Performance and security, we'll see it later. First, at least you complete all your functional UIs and APIs and the units. Then we will see later ETL, performance, and security. That is the reason we will have a lot of bugs when the applications are newly into the market. So new retailer applications, new OTT platforms will have a lot of bugs. But still, why they wanted to get into the market as quickly as possible? Because of the competition. See, now the problem what it was happening into the market is, if one trend starts, all people will follow the same trends. See, previously, if it is an OTT channel, means hardly we have 4 to 5 OTT channels. Now we do have more than 95 OTT channels in India. You take any, right, previously videos. So now we are recently we are working for Ultra Media. You know Ultra. So probably if you might see the logo, you will understand that company. So we are supporting for them to do it. Now this is this means for all the Hindi movies and everything. So previously these are the video providers and Shalimar and
Okay.
all these people now they start every channel. So previously now we do have only Z, Sony, Disney means only we have Disney Hotstar, Amazon, Netflix. So but now we do have any video channels they are converting into this. See why I'm trying to say is it is not bad that they need to come into the market, but what I'm trying to say is when you're coming into the market, come with the sophisticated layers. Now the companies are also very smart. What they have done is they started a business called white labeling. What do you mean by white labeling? You know, this is like ready-made shirts.
I will simply.
Just I'll go to the shop, I wear that and then come back. The same way now Ultra means now one OTT channel goes here and they will prepare that. Means everything would be ready. Just they will be keeping the logo of Ultra, change the color, and then they'll be easy to use it. Means immediately into the market. Now the same Shalimar or any other OTT platforms they wanted to come. So just directly they will go to this company, get that software, change the logo, and then that would be into the market. So why this is because the people don't have enough patience and enough time to look for this quality. They will go into the market and they will fail and then they'll come back. See now that is the reason, right? So if you go for any particular apps into the market, the rating you will be seeing it below 3, below 2, below 1. It is very hard even for Amazon or biggest applications. Getting 4 above 4 rating is really hard. If an application, any app is above 4.2 or 4.4, then that was an excellent app in the market. Because why we rate the application? On what basis we will rate the application? Very simple. It's on the quality. Either the application crashes, either the application behavior, either the quality of the user friendliness. I given you an excellent pen example, excellent Parker. It is very soft to touch, very easy to write. It was an awesome pen, but you are not able to open the cap of a pen. Will it make you comfortable to write, use that?
No.
No.
So always user experiences matters a lot. If user is not happy, then the application will not sustain in the market. So you tell me, without testing that one properly from the security, I'll ask you one question. When you are making some payment, okay, the payment failed. Consider the 10 rupees payment failed. You are trying to recharge your mobile phone for internet. 10 rupees you missed from an app. Will you once again do that? You forgot about 1,000 rupees or 2,000 rupees or 10,000 rupees. It's a hard earned money, boss. Even 1 rupee is also
No,
value
I
for
won't
it.
go.
Right? Definitely, we will not try to do that.
Yeah.
See,
No, I
now
won't
you
go.
given excellent features. You reminding everything is cool. Actually, an excellent application. Everything is good, but there is no security for your data. You know that if you install that particular app, there would be a malware in your mobile phone. But that app have extraordinary features. Will you install that one into your mobile?
No.
No, we will not go.
No.
Now there is one application security wise very secured, but functional wise it was not working properly. Means when you search for a product, it was not searching for that product. It is not, means you are searching for something else, it was showing something else. Will you use? Now
No.
means excellent security, excellent functionality. But what it was happening is when I was searching for a mobile, it was taking 5 minutes of time to get back the response. Will you use it? This is
Still
combo,
very rare.
boss. So this is combo. We need to have secure, well performed, well functioning, user friendly UI apps. Then only we will use it. or else will not. To me, as a hardcore tester, I always strongly believe that, hey, you prepare a strategy. See, now I may not test for the first week, but second week I'll test the performance. Third week I'll test the for security. But I'll just go to the market and I'll try to do it. You prepare a strategy and you can go. But it's not that I'll not do that, but I'll go to the market. Never and never I agree for that. I'll strongly recommend that you means if someone comes and says to me that, hey boss, I wanted to go into the market without doing this one. I said, perfectly fine, excellent, but give me in the written. Then whoever it might be, even he's a director or he's a CTO or CEO, we will ask them the same. So you can give me the written format so that we are ready to do that. However, so it all depends upon the company to company. So that's where I told you, right? I didn't even work for more than 1.5 years in any company. I changed in my 17 years for 14 companies because when you are stringent on your job, you can't sustain in an organizations. And you can't work because, see, that professional ethics, work ethics is more important. So when you started compromising, then you are not a real tester. When you compromise on your quality, the problem is the people will not understand the impact. If you really understand the impact, you will not ask to compromise. You're compromising on the quality means you're compromising on your product.
Yeah. Yes.
So that's where you have to be very much cautious in this. Okay, any other questions? I think I'm sorry, slightly deviated.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. Any other questions? Now, security testing. What do you mean by security? Security testing. Why the people bother more about security? Or what it happen if I don't do the security testing?
Everybody will open
Security
data will be hacked by someone.
Hacked by
What's the problem if
Privacy.
they hack? What if they hack the data? What is the problem?
they can
Our
track
privacy, sir.
customer
Our privacy will be lost.
Everyone can use that data.
Okay, so probably I might given you most possible security threats which I have been given it, right? Example, Paytm, or I'm not talking about any company security things or anything. I was just giving you examples. So please understand, I'm not here to blame anyone or point anyone. It's only just for an examples. If I given you with the real time examples, you will understand. That's the reason I was just taking these informations. Okay. The Paytm. So in the Paytm, if you wanted to do, it will ask you for the KYC. KYC means
Know your customer.
know your customer. So means you need to know the complete details of your customer. Now what it will be doing is it will be asking for your Aadhaar card and Aadhaar card number. Okay, and it will ask you for the PAN card number. See if it is in India, so we will means complete information for Aadhaar card and PAN card. If it's in other countries, they'll be having SSN number, social security number, or GC number. So
Social security number.
So they will have different numbers. Why with this particular? What is the purpose of this particular numbers is whatever the information which they wanted to know about you. For example, if you've got your Aadhaar card number, how many bank accounts you have it, and in bank accounts how much money you will be having it, and what are the transactions you are doing in this particular bank accounts, and how many SIM cards you do have it. Means with the Aadhaar card number, I can know A to Z details of yours. Every information of yours, I can know it with your Aadhaar card number. And PAN card number, all your IT details, IT filings, and all whatever the financial informations we wanted, we can get it from your PAN card number. All your personal details, financial details can be withdrawn with this particular two cards. What we will do, we'll go to a Xerox shop, we'll give the Aadhaar card, PAN card. They will do the Xerox and give it. What they will do, they will keep one copy for us and one copy they will keep it. They will sell one Aadhaar card for 500 rupees, one PAN card for 1000 rupees. I'm not joking, it's a serious. So there are many things. And and one thing you need to understand that all your data is already compromised. Compromised means your data is leaked, your email IDs is leaked, your WhatsApp chats is leaked, whatever the information. See, if we are speaking, someone is observing our desktop. Whatever I'm doing in my desktop, the people will be seeing in my desktops. With one single internet, I can access everything. Even if you're saying that, hey, I bought 100 Mbps internet speed, you will not use your internet. Your 100 Mbps internet will be used by someone else. But why it was not impacting you? Because it's 100 Mbps, boss. We required only K, means if it is in the kbps or it is in the mbps, see, we are using the gbps, right, gigabytes. But even if it's in a mbps, 100 mbps, it will be with a click it will happen. If it is 400 500 mbps, without buffering, the movie can run. Now why we require 50 gbps or anything internet? Just someone will use on behalf of our names, means they are attacking us. There are many people who depends upon us. They crack the Wi-Fi passwords and everything immediately, and they will be using this one now. What the problem if they have been stolen this data? They sell this particular data. If you wanted open forum in the Facebook itself, you can buy 10,000 credit cards for 10,000 credit card with credit card number, credit card CCV number, and even if you wanted the OTPs also, we can get it. For an example, the OTP is coming for your mobile, right? We can get that OTP also. But why we are not into that particular radar or the scale? Because if you have a huge amount in your accounts, then they will be, you are into that radar. They will touch only the people with this particular income. And why they wanted, if it's any personal information and everything, it is easy, very easy for to get into your mobile phones or into the desktops. How these all things can be happen within to the mobile phones or into the web, your desktops. And even Flipkart will know, Flipkart, Amazon will know from which country, which place, which location, which area, which IP address you are placing a request. Why these applications require these all informations? See, for now the people will say that, hey, to make it the faster delivery, I need the pin code and the exactly the geographical location of the customer. Now I'm sitting here, right? If I place in the this particular order, they wanted to see that which is the nearest point for them. So from that particular pointer, they will travel, they will send to us. So that's the reason if you place an order in the morning, you will get the order in the evening. And if you are placing some big basket products,
but actually
or
their profiling is
in the, yeah, if it is in the Amazon or anything, if you are placing these vegetables or anything, they will say within 10 minutes they will be sending it to you. Zepto, Dunzo. So these all people will be sending within 10 minutes of time. How they will send me within 10 minutes of a time? Just to think once.
they do have dark warehouses near to the most high demand areas, and that's how they are doing it.
Throughout city, the radius of Bangalore, it is
Yeah.
74 kilometers. Radius of Chennai, it is 64 kilometers, 62 kilometers. Radius of Hyderabad, it is approximately 58 kilometers. How come you, in out of 58 kilometers, everywhere they will have the dark houses? Okay, dark warehouses.
Because they are tracking which area is having high demands by pinpointing the customer location, which area is having the huge demand at what time of the day, what are all the types of orders they are placing. They are
So what you need to
collecting data.
understand, yeah. So what I'm trying to say it for you is, every moment, even where you are sitting now and then listening to the session, even that particular exact coordinates also would be tracked. Now you tell me, now if we are able to track this information, there is some third world war. Okay, if world war is coming, so I'm just hypothetical situation I was giving it. If someone is able to know these geographical locations, which is a high demandable area and these things, is it not really required that some, if where is the most dense population, so that I can just to keep one, throw a bomb over here? Nowadays it is not really required. There are many bio weapons are there rather than that. But still, if at all they wanted to drop, so now everyone can know our geographical locations, right?
Yeah, if they won't even collapse our economy, they
Yeah.
can collapse something like that. Even our major economical zone. You're right.
Everything, everything. So anywhere, any part of the globe, if you just connect to your internet via your mobile phone, even your mobile phone is not connected to the internet, still it is okay. You're keeping a Google Maps. Internet will lost, but still the Google Maps will show you the map. How? You are offline completely. Without having the internet, how it can know the ways? So for example, if there is anything diversions, every diversion, even if you off your internet also, it will work. How? Means you turn, means you kept your phone flight mode, you keep on mute. So you keep, means you kept a mode, you keep the destination, and you turn off everything, but still it will go to your destinations. How? And I tell you, right, every day you're going for your walking, if you booked a flight ticket or you're talking about something, hey, I wanted to go for some Maldives trip or anything, or if you say that, hey, I wanted to buy some furniture, immediately if you open your mobile, in the news updates it will show that, hey, these are the offers of the furniture you are having it, or tip things are there. How you'll be getting all these informations? Your devices are, it's like a ghost, it always listens to you. Whatever you're speaking, every information would be recorded over here. You will feel that Alexa. So Alexa is one of the things. So whatever the things are there, for the people, it even suggested the lawyers. Means if some people are fighting in the home, the wife and husband is fighting in the home, they'll get the lawyer suggestions also. That's an article, it was shown in the 2020. You can see that Alexa have the capability to understand. That's a AI machine, so where it can understand whatever the requirement, whatever the things we are talking in the home, everything would be listened by it. Taking the mobile phones into our rooms every day, every information, what we talk, what we chat, what we do, every information, they will pass these informations to the marketing. There is no I'm telling you, right? So there is one particular law. So when I attended for the security testing training, they said that if you wanted to dig 1,000 kilometers to the deep of the earth core, we can't go. So because 16 17 kilometers is a maximum, okay, 40 kilometers is the maximum depth the people went. But if you wanted to go behind that, go for 1,000 kilometers, go inside deep that, keep all the nitrogenous gases, most powerful gases and everything, and keep your application there. Within fraction of seconds the application can be cracked. The most sophisticated the bureaus, means right, intelligence bureaus, or
Yeah.
Google,
Yes.
or we have FCA, what we call in US we have that, right, the federal
Federal
FCA,
Bureau of Investigation (FBI).
FBA, FBI, and these things most commonly hacked. Most commonly hacked. How come this would be possible? With you sitting in a single village with a small internet connection, you can do this all. So that's the power of security. I'm telling you, right? The politicians and these people, whatever they earn, you people, the security testers are this real. We'll have two people. So white hackers and black hackers, black hat hackers. So the black hat hackers are the threat peoples. White hackers are the people who saves us. So now many groups, many people are saving us. So those people are anonymous groups. There is a very big group in a world which is called anonymous group. So which that anonymous group is always safeguards us. If once the digital, means if once the digital wanted to give a war, that country will go away. Now even this guy is doing, right, Kim, North Korean uh, uh, the president. So he wanted he was hacking all the medical reports of US, and to release it back he was taking the money, and there is no required to see them people anything. Everything would be get into the bitcoins or the digital currency, cryptocurrencies. Why I'm saying this one, all this, because you need to understand that what is the importance of a security testing. You given all your credit card details and all details in the Amazon. If Amazon is hacked, already it will be hacked, that everyone know, but it will not be published. If Google and everything is hacked, you think that Amazon is not hacked. So now what it will happen? All your data and everything will be exposed. Will you keep your money into the bank accounts moving further? Many banking systems will work heavily. For example, if you working for any banking, ICICI, HDFC, they give highest priority for the security testing. You know, the recent, not recent, before 5 years, what is a threat? It happened. Who are the most threat? Who are the most threat people for a bank from the security?
Hackers, robbers.
No, the internal people. The
Okay,
internal
inside.
people are the insiders. So actually, there is a very good terminology. Insiders, insider culprits, or some name is name. What that guy
I
have
think
done, you know,
it's don't.
what he did it.
Insider information, sir. Insider information it is.
That is different. You wanted to get the information from the company, so that is the insider informations. But who does the crime inside the company, they will be called, like I said, with a different name. What he did, you know, every transaction, he has been taken 10 paisa, 20 paisa from the transaction. some lakhs and lakhs of transactions happen per day, right? See, transaction means you withdrawed from the ATM. 20 paisa was deducted. Will you feel 20 paisa from 1 lakh people for one day? How much it is? For 30 days, for 365 days. And month endings, always all bank transactions, means all salaries, everything would be processed. 20 paisa, 30 paisa, 40 paisa. You know how he got? Then he became so greedy. For 3 years he have did it. None of the people identified. Then he started to cut 5 rupees, 10 rupees. He caught. See, the people, see how the people are greedy. Now he earned some crores and crores of rupee. He, within this span, he earned like 17 to 18 crores of rupees with 10 paisa, 20 paisa. Do you believe it? So there are many cases it happened. So how you wanted to identify this all? Consistent security scans should happen. Scan means, see, we'll have health checkup. It will scans our body, and then there any threat, it will be identifying it. So consistent scannings, we need to have it. Security scans. What one thing for sure, you stop one way, the people are coming in another way. They will intrude. If you stop this way, they will come in another way. However, they will intrude you. Handling the security system for a company, that's the highest role. And you know who are the people in the major positions in throughout the globe? What's the age of a security chief security officers? 18 years, 20 years, 16 years. The hackers, the most of the top most hackers age is from 16 years to 24 years. They leads to many big companies. They are leading the big companies. You know, I know one guy, his name is Ashwin. You can see his videos also into the YouTube. He is one of my close buddy. He is my party mate. He works for Bench, and he worked for the security system for Singapore also. They designed a particular cap. If you wear a cap, that same demonstration was in the YouTube also. You can go and see it. If you wear that, if you're seeing someone, you can send the message to them, or you can, by seeing them, what they are thinking, you can understand. You didn't understand it, right? It decoded your human brain waves. What other people are thinking, we are hacking their thought processes. If you wanted to send any messages, no need to take your mobile phone and then do it. If you wear that hat and you just think about it, by default it will happen. And if she wears, or if someone or the opposite person wears that hat, by default you can communicate with your eyes. And you do have, you can have, now the research is going on the animals, and it was coming very soon. You can see the exact, means whatever you're thinking. See, if you wanted, you're seeing your monitor and you think that to on your music, the music will be on. If you're thinking that you wanted to turn off your monitor or turn off your laptop, it will turn off your monitor. Brain waves converting into the digital rays. Now you tell me, is it not easy to hack your complete brain now?
100% easy, sir.
Whatever you are thinking, everything can be hacked now. Your things and your thoughts. Actually, there is one movie before 10 years. I think the movie name is The One. That's English movie. You can just watch. One of the best movie. It is from the Lee. Um, what that guy will do is, it predicts the criminals. Even now, it is implemented in China based upon their facial expressions. Now you know, right? In China, every person can be tracked by the government. If anything, means if his facial expression or his emotions to make a crime, immediately before doing the crime, the people will go and arrest him before doing the crime. And the movie is also same. That movie was released before 20 years. If I want, see, if I intentionally wanted to kill someone, so before killing them, the people will come and arrest me. That is where we are going. So now you tell me, is it not really important when you're designing an application security? Remove means a hijack, means getting the system, getting 100 rupees or 1,000 rupees, 1 lakh rupees. These things are very common. And you tell me, the technology is at that level. You know about artificial intelligence. Recently, one guy was fired from this company. What's his name? A fat guy, because he was talking to the AI robots. So because of that information leak, he was removed from the company, from Google or from the this one. I don't remember the exact company name. So he was talking to AI robots, and then that because of that one, he has been fired out. The technology was like that. Now you tell me, getting your credit card number is a big deal. This is like someone who written novels. You are going and asking them, hey, can you tell me what is the spelling of this? And then you need to understand that whether the security testing is required for application or not now. The latest crimes, you see that how the digital cyber crimes are happening. Every moment of yours is observed. Everywhere the crime is there, but it is not impacting us because we are lucky. That is not really not impacting us as of now, because we are not into their radar or targets. That's it. However, so security testing is one of the most important thing which we need to concentrate more. And it is not like stock market. You can change the complete stock market. You can change the complete things. Whatever you do, if you wanted to hack, they can hack. But it is not required for us to do it. So that's the reason the people are not doing it. And whatever the application security, cracking your Wi-Fi is cracking your applications, this not at all a big deal. But at least we will be safe. We will try to be safe. So that is what the security system we are trying to do it for the applications. Now, how I need to check that one is what the different type of testings which we need to do it. See, now what I try to given you the information is, see, I given you the peaks. So what the latest trends and technologies, how the people are hacking. If the people are hacking your brains and the people are hacking your human emotions and intentions, how easy it is to hack your mobile phones, how easy it is to hack your apps. So at least what are the basic precautions you need to do it? One of my CTO, I worked with him. He used 1100 phone. I used to ask him, sir, I'll buy you a phone, sir. Use it. Then he will say that why? Phone is used to for me to talk. just to communication. Even every time he'll switch off the phone. So for that, why you carrying this one also? See, if I wanted to talk to someone, I'll on and talk. If there is any emergencies, I given my contact number for someone else. If emergency, they will call to me. But if I wanted to talk, I'll call them and do it. I will be in a busy meeting. Suddenly they will call and say that, sir, do you want loan, sir? Why I need to address this all? Because all our details are sailed. All our numbers are sailed. Why I need to take care of this? If I use my phone, everything would be hacked. If I wanted to go and deposit money, I'll go and deposit there. So if bank is hacked and they can what you do, that's a fate. I'm relaxed. I don't have any tension. See, it all we need to prepare ourselves. That's it. So for doing this all, so you should know what is the current trends, and then what are the different ways of mechanisms of doing this. And if you install any security tool, that is a threat in your phones. And because these particular tools are prepared with the different countries. Now, I think you've seen it, right? Latest list of China apps. If you install those apps into your mobile, they track you each and every second. Why some other country will want to track us? That's the data. See, actually, in one of the movie, that comedy is there, right? Data is wealth. You go and get the data. If you have the enough data, you can earn some crores and crores. So anyways, always illegal can be easily identified. So but still, you have to be very cautious in terms of you preparing the application, in terms of testing. And that would be a huge market. And especially India, Philippines is the most of the countries where we have a lot of hackers with less age. Very rarely from other countries, but most of the hackers are from India. And Ankit Faida, so he is a chief security officer for Reliance. When he was at the age of 21, he bought an island for giving the security trainings. So you understand the importance of that, and that is most important. But still we can't do it. At least we can try out what the best we can do from the security testing. Okay, so however, I think, oh sorry, it's 11:08. I'm sorry. So let's I'll be talking about very less topics